Hello everyone and welcome to round number 5, Moto 2 for Firestone Firehog. Doing some more Road America action. Already another pretty good race in the first Moto. Pretty sick lead battle. We had some good mid-pack action and a few crazy flips courtesy of Slonch in that one as well. Now we're going to be going over to Moto 2. Take a look at the lineup left to right again. Invert, going to be Matt, Camby, Armada, Hunter, Opix, Slonch, Soul, Roman, Detail, and Luke bringing up the rear. So we're going to be doing 11 laps. 11 laps, 2 jokers again, and should be pretty fun. I mean, Moto 1 was pretty solid, but this Moto is, as per usual, should be pretty wild with flip in the field on this one. Frag out, green flag. And I don't know what happened to the inside line behind Matt, but yeah, there was a... I think Matt went, but I don't think anybody else did, so that was rough. And look at this, we have 3 wide. Matt makes rock contact. They go around him. That was pretty tight. Could have been bad. What is going on up front? They're riding it the whole way. Oh no, Slonch and Hunter go down. Honestly, might want to take another look at that one. Low-key, I kind of want to see this straightaway again, too. Yeah, look at this moment is crazy on the straight. So Matt makes, so it already happened. He makes rock contact. Or here, let me go forward a little bit so I can get the full replay. I don't want it to. Please don't cheese me. Please don't cheese me. Oh! Okay, so let's take a look at a replay of this first lap cheese fest. So it starts. Well, this first part starts with Matt. You can see him on the far right side of your screen right now. Just gets a little too loose and, I don't know, wasn't ready to come over to the left, or his right, and then hits that rock, and then these drivers have to go around him in different ways. Soul, Opix, and Detail all worked their way around him, and that was pretty close. Could have got sketchy, and then we have Hunter and Slonch who get into a lag bubble, which is not good, and it gives them a draft, and they're catching up to Camby really fast, and they're making fat gains on Camby. And then eventually the lag bubble's just too much. Oh. And a rough crash. Not as bad. Hey, at least for them, at least it was first lap, but the lag cheese continues. Soul gets caught up in it. Hunter goes wide. Armada's in it now. I don't know what's going on. This is like some infinite level lag, and Hunter comes for the rejoin. We have another 4 wide, and then Matt's the one that gets hit with the lag bubble, and then Hunter gets it on the rock that time as well. I don't know what is going on with the lag in this lobby. I don't know why it was so much worse than normal, but yeah, for some reason this first lap, it was so bad. Everybody was getting hit with the lag bubble cheese, and that's pretty unfortunate. I don't know why it was so bad in this one. We've had like 15 lobbies on frickin' Monza with those chicanes, and I feel like it was not that bad. And then for some reason we go to this one, and it's just ass. So whatever was up with that, I don't know. But let's go on board. Detail already up to 4th. Pretty insane start for him. Here's Slonch already battling back for 2nd if he can complete this pass on Camby in front of us here. And he is going to complete the... Oh, hold on to it. That was really sketchy. But Slonch does do it. And Detail actually has a nice move too and might be able to take advantage of that and get by Camby as well. Battles going on behind. And that's going to be massive. We have 2 solid drivers from our first Moto winner and one that had potential of getting a podium already up in this top 3. And they're having Detail has a really good run in turn 5, and he might be able to just make the pass happen on Slonch here. Pretty hot start, and the Roman is not getting the line. Oh, Slonch, hold on to it. Okay, stays on. No! Oh, that was a pretty sick recovery, though. But Roman with just too hard of a drift that time. Detail got caught in the tail end of it. I don't know how the recovery ended up being that clean, but it did. Roman goes for the Joker. Interesting call. Going to be going for the Joker. Low-key, I could see this being a good call if he can catch the draft of somebody, and you could tell that's what he tried to do. That is low-key like a weird strat that you can go for on these Jokers is, you know, usually you don't want to go for the Jokers like too early on. When you're in the lead, at least, and when you expect to, you know, come out in the pack and stuff like that. But on this one, this track's Joker is kind of interesting because it's kind of there's kind of an argument for it. Because if you can latch on, if you can come out of the Joker at the right time, that's going to be sketch. Oh, I think Luke and Soul right there. Really close. And it's going to stay close. That might be the pass right there. But yeah, so it's you can come out at the right time. You can latch on, draft with somebody, and then you don't lose as much time on that Joker that you do normally. So it's a weird strat, and it's not something you'd immediately think of maybe. But it is absolutely a strat, and maybe we'll see some people go for it. Even I don't even know if like intentionally, but I think some people at least intuitively will catch on to that. But it's definitely something you could try on this track to try to minimize your Joker time. So yeah, kind of adds to the variety and how unique some of these tracks run. Like it's pretty rare that you want to come out in the pack on a Joker. But on this one, you may want to. I think that's Roman going for his last one. I think that's Soul going for his first right there. But yeah, so like I said, makes it a little bit different. Might have a little dive there. Can be going for it. Dive back here as well, Soul and Armada. It's going to settle out a little bit after that wild first lap. It's Slaunch in the lead, Detail second, and I think Luke already up to third, so back to that same top three pretty early on, pretty insanely early on, from early in Moto 1. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time. None of them taking Jokers. Roman, for example, here has taken both, but he's also slow as fuck, so I don't know if that's going to matter. Going to make a pass on Canby here. Might have a... Oh, no, not quite a battle for the lead yet. Canby going to fight back for this one. I wish Roman was in for that one. I wanted to let that one sting, but he's not even going to hear it until he watches the video. It's kind of sad. Soul might be able to make a move here. Can be actually fighting back and taking the spot back from Roman. This is not what Roman needs here. It's low-key in a pretty good spot for this Moto with the 2 early Joker usages, but I just, getting passed up by Canby here, and Soul's making fat gains can't be a good sign. So, got Jokers coming out. Detail is going to take his. Come out. With Luke tailing, and we'll see how close this gets. At least going to have that run, take that spot on that one, so he will get in front. But again, that's Detail with the Joker down. Luke, more Jokers to take. Armada spins out Soul. Getting by Canby, and some cheese must have went down. Maybe some Joker usages, because Roman's all the way over there. I'm going to say some Joker usages probably went down. Opix working for it on Hunter. Trying to get by him as well. Might have a turn 1 battle. Those can always be sketchy. Soul and Canby. I think Soul just sent it and actually pulled it off, so it kind of takes away from how sketchy that could be. And this is going to be an interesting battle here. We'll see if the Jokers come out for these guys on this lap. But yeah, Luke now trying to track down Slaunch, and it's top 3. I mean, Detail might have the advantage here because with these gaps and the fact that he's got a Joker down, Slaunch and Luke do not, he might be at the advantage here, but there is an opportunity with the track position for Slaunch and Luke to make some gains and see if they can make up for that. Let's see if they bite. Slaunch still remains out. Luke is going to go for the Joker that time. Not going to be able to catch on to the draft almost on that one. See if anybody else goes for it. Yes. A couple drivers can be going in. Armada going in. Opix might have a fat run on him here. Let's watch this. There it is. One of my favorite Jokers for this reason. I love watching those massive runs from the people that don't take it. And now we have a spicy-ass battle back here. Now we have 4 drivers right next to each other, so these guys might be fighting for all these points. Hunter, Armada, Opix, Canby, all guys that need the points. I mean, honestly, the points throughout the field, I mean, everybody's fighting for every point they can get because everybody has a battle going on wherever they are in points, respectively. Like, that's the crazy part about this hog season. Literally everybody has a battle going on. So all these passes, even for these back spots, could be very important for these guys. Opix possibly just making that move on Canby there. Honestly looking pretty decent with the speed, making some passes. Maybe not as good on the starts, but he's doing a pretty good job making up for it in this race. Armada and Hunter side by side as well. Oh, what the hell was that? Low-key, I kind of want to look at that again. What was that? What just happened here? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the lag cheese in this lobby in particular. I don't know why it's so conky, but for some reason this one has just been particularly bad tonight. So don't know what's up with that. Take a look at the top 3 again. Okay, here we go. Slaunch. Wait, Slaunch and Detail go in. So Luke's gonna shoot by. Oh, and that was huge for Slaunch. Slaunch did get that toe right there. That might be massive for him. But Luke's going to shoot by to the lead, but he has taken 1 Joker. I think Slaunch maybe also has taken 1, I want to say. Detail's done at this point, so this is an interesting point in the race. Oh, Slaunch. Okay, it wasn't too bad. I thought he biffed the turn for a sec, but that honestly wasn't that bad. But yeah, this might get very interesting for this lead battle because now we have Luke, Slaunch, Detail, but Detail is done with his Jokers. I believe Luke and Slaunch both have 1 to go. So when they decide to take that next one, where they come out relative to Detail is going to be big. This is a great lap for them. Post-Joker lap, though. They're pulling a lot of time right now, and that's exactly what they need. So that might give them a good opportunity. If they go for the Joker early even, they might have a chance with the way this lap is looking right now. It's a pretty solid lap for both of them. I think Slaunch would still end up behind Detail, but Luke might have a shot on this one. It might be close, so we'll see how early they go for the Joker here, because this has been a very, very good lap for them so far. You can tell by the on-track gaps. Now we get to it out of the carousel. Let's see what they do. Luke will go for it. Slaunch will stay out. Maybe he can hit the toe that Slaunch got off him. Not quite going to be able to, but that's pretty massive, so let's see if he can hold on to it. Detail's coming with that run, but not quite. So that's massive. It was a good enough lap. I think Luke just takes the spot right there. So Detail's virtually in second here, Luke in first. We got to remember Slaunch in front of both of them. Still has a Joker to do, and that's the turn where he biffs it that time. So now this might spice things up even more because now, you know, Luke's probably planning on passing Slaunch when he goes through the Joker, but now he has to make it work side by side. And he does. They both make it work. Nice job out of both of them. Detail's going to try to slide into the DMs on the inside right there. Try to take advantage of Luke going for it as well. And now it's going to be side by side. And not only is it side by side, they're going to hit the draft cheese. This is so unfortunate for Luke because they're going to have a massive run. And they're going to use the draft to get around a massive rejoin out of Detail there to get around him. But yeah, that's a tough point in the race because Luke had him cleared, but Slaunch and Detail were able to make that draft work into turn 5, and it allowed them to get back by. And it's honestly the big winner out of this one is Detail because he gets around Luke again, but Slaunch still has to take that Joker. Oh, and a bad carousel run for him there. I imagine he'll probably just take it here. Yep, that's got to be the play. Makes sense. Just going to take it that time, and Slaunch is going to come out. And honestly, doesn't lose that much time. Like, if they battle pretty hard, Slaunch is still in this one. So he's still in a pretty decent spot. I mean, it's a good gap, but it's not, you know, it's not a gap where it's over. So he's still got a pretty good chance. But what are we looking like on the laps? We're getting pretty close to the end. I think we're going to 3 to go this time by. Let's get on board with Slaunch and watch this action. But yeah, 3 to go this time by, and it's looking like we might have another lead battle action. Right now, it's pretty separated between the 3. But every time that's happened, it's, you know, it's accordion effect. It's come back around. So I wouldn't call this one over yet. I think there's still a pretty good chance. And we could still see some action here before we're done with Road America for the second time that we ran it on the Hogs. So where these other battles are going. Opix ahead. Oh, Canby overran the hell out of that one. Trying to keep up with these other battles on track as well. Who's 4th? Soul actually in 4th right now. Wow, Roman getting passed up even with that early track position and Joker strategy. Soul must be putting in some heaters right now. As you can see, he has a pretty big gap, but he's also gapped Roman quite a bit as well. So Soul must be putting in some good laps right now, because I think Roman definitely had the advantage early on. So the fact that he's in 4th and not too far off of podium is pretty crazy right now. Massive run, and there it is. I mean, it's close. It's close, and we're going to be going to 2 to go this time by, and Slaunch is not that far behind either. Try to leave it on this screen so we could see the radar here as well to help us out with these last couple laps, but let's see how it goes. Again, we're going to 2 to go this time by.
Lap complete.
this first turn, and that's going to be a massive run in the first turn for Luke, almost making it work down the inside off of that run. That's got to be one of the fattest runs we've seen on that turn all day. Possibly nosing it past here, but Detail still just has a nose, so can he hold on to it? Going into turn 5, such a good opportunity, but the slide out. Oh, and Slunch comes to the inside. He makes it interesting, a 3-wide battle. And now this is massively spiced up. Luke trying to make it work to the outside, but going to get that bog eventually. Going to be hard to make that one work. And again, falling back to third. Unfortunate on that one, because that was a... Slunch getting the bog there. Unfortunate on that one, because that was a massive run in that first turn. Now ends up going back to third again. Slunch going to take the spot on that one. And Soul creeping behind. If they keep battling like this, it could get interesting yet again. But we do have another lap left when we hit the stripe this time by, so it's not over yet. But I think we're gonna need to see another massive run in that first turn again for probably Slaunch to make it work on Detail, and then, you know, kind of slingshot us back in the battle here. Slaunch is probably going to be the one to have to do it. We'll see if he can pull it off here. Maybe he can do it in turn 5 as well. There's a couple turns where he has an opportunity to do it. I think Luke gets that good run again because Detail probably running protective on Slaunch, and yeah, it's going to bring him back in the battle, so this is not over yet. Still a 3-man battle, and Soul is creeping behind and gaining on this last lap. Another Moto going to the end here on Road America. The dives in turn 5. Oh, Slaunch with that late bog, but Luke nowhere to go on that one, and it's going to be a big gap for Detail here. And Slaunch, interesting strategy, going to send it out in that turn, and this might make things weird because Luke's going to have this run, but he's not really the preferred spot. Running him close, but giving just enough room through the rumble. Now to the carousel. Slaunch going to have that run back into it, and Soul is behind us on the radar. The cheese is hit so hard that he is now in the battle, but with not enough time remaining. I mean, this race would be crazy if there was like another 5 laps, but now it might be over. One more, probably just like one more chance in this turn for any of these guys to make this move. They all hit it too clean. It's looking like it's probably set. Detail having way too good of a run. That battle, Slaunch, I think, going for, once he realized first is going to be tough. I think just trying to hold on to that second place. See if anybody gets any crazy runs on the straightaway. Doesn't look like it. Soul coming in at the end, but not enough. Detail's going to take the win. Slaunch second, Luke third, Soul fourth. Roman coming across in 5th. Another cracked Moto for Road America. And there it is. Opix in 6th with another comeback drive, getting those positions on track. Hunter's 7th. Camby 8th. And then Armada pulling around in 9th, and Matt going to be 10th on this one after that first lap. Lag cheese incident. So yeah, that's the podium on this one. Detail, Slaunch, and Luke for Moto 2. And overall results for Road America round number 5. Detail, of course, going to take the overall on this one, 34 points. Luke still holding on to second with 29. Slaunch, good recovery in that last race, take third overall. That was actually a big position for him to take because it would have been a massive tiebreaker if Luke finished in front of him. It would have been a 3-way tiebreaker. I think he might have had it anyways. I think he might have had the tiebreaker anyways, but that would have been ridiculous. But yeah, so he had third with 27. Soul 4th with 26, Roman 5th, 26 as well. So yeah, points all just super close in that cluster. All those guys were really strong on this track tonight. Opix taking a nice 6th place with 22, Hunter 7th with 20, Camby and Armada both with 17. So many ties across the overall results. Then Matt coming in with 14 in this one for Road America. So that one will definitely have some effects in the points. It takes a while for Slaunch to get lined up here on this one. I think it took him a good bit on this one. There we go. Oh, nice. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but the inverse side profiles, that's actually pretty clean. I don't know if that was on purpose, but that worked out pretty well. But yeah, so that's the overall results for this one. Take a look at the podium there. So now Detail going to be taking the points lead with a big night tonight by 2. So it's still very, very close. The points lead gap has not been higher than like 3 this season, I think. Yeah, it's not been higher than 3. And now we're through round 5. He takes it back, and it's still just a 2-point gap. So it just keeps going back and forth. Looking for a points battle for the ages on this one. 165 to Luke's 163. Roman third with 132. Soul fourth with 130. Armada dropping down to fifth with 121. Opix making some gains, starting to get kind of scary for that spot on Armada with 113. And Slaunch gaining 2 positions. Passes up Camby and Hunter. Slaunch with 101. And that's pretty huge because he's 2 motos down on them. So that's pretty massive. Slaunch is in a good position in points. He might be in that top 5 podium battle. Still, it's going to be tough without those mulligans, full mulligans. But he's definitely in there, especially after tonight. Good run for him. But yeah, 101. Camby 8th, 100, Hunter 9th, 96. Matt rounding out the top 10 with 65. He works his way into the top 10 after tonight. But yeah, so with that mulligan cheese, it's going to be hard to tell. Like, again, that lead battle is pretty set. Like, it's definitely going to be that lead battle. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like, even 9, like, that whole range of points. It's such a wide range, but that whole range of points is just so close. And it could go to anybody. It could leapfrog around. But yeah, we'll have to see how it plays out at the end. GG's on the night, and we'll see you guys for round number 6.